Welcome to Let Us Play Phantaruk. Let Us Plays are, of course, the healthy alternative to Let's Plays. Got this game on sale for $5, and I've heard pretty good things about it. Quite the loading time. Turn the gamma all the way up because of how it'll look on a computer. When you get these survival horror games that are dark, I think it has to do with like the limited range RGB of TV that you're playing it on, while the PC has full range, and that makes it so it's way too dark. When you record stuff that's appropriately dark and spooky on a TV, it's going to be way too dark on PC.
Please avoid contact with the infected subjects.
So it's still kind of dark. I mean, I wanted that symbol to be barely visible, but I don't know what it... There's a symbol on the wall at the title screen. I didn't record that part, but it said to have the symbol barely visible, but it was there. It said that. So, but, you know, it was flashing, like, much like this is, so I don't know exactly when it was supposed to be barely visible. I mean, there was no time when the light flashed. No setting made that barely visible when the light flashed. I guess it meant when the light was not flashing.
Infected subjects. All survivors are requested to proceed to the biomedical section immediately. Please avoid contact with the infected subjects. All survivors are requested to proceed to the biomedical section immediately. Please avoid contact with the infected subjects.
Energy cell.
All survivors are requested to proceed to the biomedical section immediately.
Honestly, I can't say anything other than a big, juicy fuck. Again, I don't know. Are we some minor fossil research facility? No, we are not. Precisely, we are not. And nobody can get us a series of fully working clone tubes. The time locks glitch every fucking second. One time they open too early, another time too late, not to mention how 4 tubes ended up open at the same time recently. One of the clones nearly broke Hobbs' neck. They said it was a yet to be socialized series. Right now, I'm fighting with a tube that will open in 2 weeks, I guess. Well, nearly in 15 days, they told me to take it to the workshop and open it up manually, like it's so sodding sardine, like it's a sodding sardine can. And what am I supposed to do when the meat comes out? Fuck this! I'm leaving this one for 2 weeks from now and telling medical that it broke for good. They can't replace me with anyone better after all. You know, the word "it" is kind of squished together. It kind of looks like an R.
All survivors are requested to proceed to the biomedical section immediately. Please avoid contact with the infected subjects. All survivors are requested to proceed to the biomedical section immediately.
Dark.
Please avoid contact with the infected subjects.
Of course, you happen to be watching this live.
To proceed to the biomedical section immediately.
It's going to be exactly
Please avoid contact with the infected
almost exactly
subjects.
as dark as I'm seeing it on my TV, because I'm just having a webcam
are
playing
requested
on
to
TV.
proceed to the biomedical section immediately. Please
Exactly.
avoid contact
It's a little
with the
darker on the
infected
webcam, but
subjects.
probably not as dark as it will be
All survivors are
in the recording,
requested to proceed
in the
to the
proper
biomedical
recording.
section immediately. Please avoid contact with the infected subjects. All survivors are requested to proceed to the biomedical section immediately. Please
what?
avoid contact with the infected
I don't think I'd want to play it any
subjects.
darker, actually.
All survivors are requested to proceed to the biomedical
So it's
section
probably going to be kind of bad, even with the gamut all the way up, and try to watch it on a PC.
All survivors are requested to proceed to the biomedical section immediately. Please avoid contact with the
No
infected
toxin, that's
subjects.
great. Don't like
All
toxin.
survivors are requested to proceed to the biomedical section immediately. Please avoid contact with the infected subjects. All survivors are requested to proceed to the biomedical section immediately. Please avoid contact with the infected subjects. All survivors are requested to proceed to the biomedical section immediately. Please avoid contact with the infected subjects.
My head hurts. Yeah.
Purity 02 on course, set to arrive on schedule. We'll soon pass the target star. I'd give anything for Ignatia to be here with me,
Pronunciation.
to see this majestic reddish yellow giant. Such ferocity is beyond the confines of
Russian.
technology, and yet
Learned English.
to think
in
how many
England.
painters have dreamt of mastering the array of color flowing in its flares. I talk too much. If First Officer Fyodorov heard me, he'd probably be silently laughing behind that veneer of his. He and I see the world differently. For him, it's all just a series of numbers. Data to be sorted, categorized, and rationalized. It's what makes him a near-perfect officer. But Ignatia, she looked at things differently. What I wouldn't give for her to be with me here now.
You know, I said in the Mario 64 Let Us Play that I was going to start using my China Pro, which is a better camera than this webcam, but I don't think it is really for this purpose, because it's got the fisheye lens and I have to make it a lot closer, and then it's kind of warped and way more angled when I get it. So the fisheye is like bad. Like I can't really get, even though it's a rectangle and the TV's a rectangle, I can't make it so that like most of the screen is most of the camera view is the screen, because like one side gets like stretched longer, so I'm like, if I zoom in too much, like the left side of the screen is like some of the top and bottom is off the camera, while on the right it's tapered. So I think I'm going to use this webcam. It's easier to mount into the wall. I just hammered a hole into the wall, and this little rubber thing, I don't... You ever seen like an old webcam? I don't know. It's got this rubber clip thing. You're supposed to like clip it onto your laptop screen somehow. Anyways, I just shoved that into the wall and it holds up pretty well. It's a shame it's actually supposed to be 480p, but well, that's not the default resolution, but it is an option, and I guess YouTube just goes with the default resolution, so I guess I can only stream in 240p on YouTube with this thing. So far it doesn't seem too dense with points of interest in the rooms, or like things to scavenge or anything. We ran out of med supplies. Delivery from Biomed soon. Made things worse for a second. So I got a power cell. I don't recall seeing another place to put one. This is not the place to put a power cell, right? I guess.
I finished sketching how I imagined this deity. Look at me, like some ancient relic. So few people use a pencil and paper to draw anymore. If it hadn't been for Ignatia, I would never have even tried it myself. It's been 9 years. In our world of advanced technology, I never expected that smallpox would become lethal again. Nobody did. 3 billion people. Phantaruk. A deity pieced together from the scrap heap of discarded religions. When the world turned its back on the people, they created a being to protect them and to avenge their ordeal. Ignatia spoke of it on many occasions. My wife wanted her to let it go, but I continued to listen, to lap up every last word. I was powerless. I sometimes wonder if it was supposed to be like that. Some kind of destiny. Atonement for our
It'd be
sins.
cool if it let me move.
There was nothing I could have
Listen to
done.
this. All I can do is look
And
around.
here I am, an old man talking nonsense with a pencil in his hand.
You know, this game could use footstep sounds. It's kind of weird gliding around, making no noise whatsoever. Oh wait, there is footstep sounds. It's just really fucking quiet. So, I guess I gotta find antidotes periodically, or else I get fully toxined. Pretty spooky. Would really like it if there was more interactability. It's this big room and there's nothing to discover. It just seems like maybe it's just this is the first area, I don't know. Just walk in. Just walk down the middle of this room. No reason to go outside of it, apparently. There doesn't seem to be anything there. be fully toxined. Spent too much time fucking around looking for shit that wasn't there. This is a creepy looking dude. It's a zombie-like, so to speak. These loading times. I think I might start pausing them out. They're quite long. Antidote. What's...
I don't know how to report this. After leaving the breach, I found my cabin turned upside down. Things were scattered on the floor and someone had tried to scribble something on pieces of paper, but hadn't got past the first few letters. I noticed a trembling figure in the dark corner of the room. One of the technicians working in the research section. What was his name? I asked him, but he kept saying that it's punishment that will reach us all. I wanted to find out what he meant, but he just kept mumbling about this punishment. His rumbling started to mix with pleas for help as he wiped the blood dripping steadily from his nose. I don't think he was aware, but blood was also dripping from his ears. I tried to help him get up, but as I went to him, the mercenaries that were there to guard the ship stormed into my cabin. One of them pointed his gun right at my face, at me, the captain of the ship. He may have been young, but you could see the readiness in his eyes. He was prepared to kill. Someone must have warned him that he may not have a choice. I didn't intend to give him a reason. They took the technician with them. I was told to keep quiet. Panic and all that. Standard line. But they forgot about the most important thing. The truth. They never mentioned it. This man, he was scared stiff. He had come to me, and I couldn't do a thing. I could only watch as they carried him away. I watched the same thing happen 9 years ago. This man came to me. The punishment that will reach us all.
Okay, can I move? I'm fully toxified over here. Ah, there's one. Fuck. No. Okay. So, nothing happens when you get 100% toxin levels, at least not right away. I'm now safe from toxin, maybe? No, it's still... No, not safe from... I don't know what this suit does, but it doesn't save me from toxin.